Me and Mrs. Jones is a soul song that was released in 1972 and became a significant hit for Billy Paul. The song was written by Kenny Gamble, Leon Huff, and Gary Gilbert, who were prominent figures in the Philadelphia soul music scene, also known as Philly Soul.
Mrs. Jones.
Philly Soul, also referred to as the Philadelphia sound, emerged in the 1960s and early 70s as a subgenre of soul music. It was characterized by lush orchestral arrangements and sophisticated lyrics with smooth vocals. The sound was developed by a group of talented musicians, producers, and songwriters centered around the Philadelphia International Records label, co-founded by Gamble and Huff. This song, Me and Mrs. Jones, showcases the distinct Philly soul sound with its rich orchestration, emotive vocals, and intricate musical arrangement. The song tells the story of a clandestine affair between two people who meet regularly at a specific time and place. The lyrics are poignant and convey the intensity of the relationship, as well as the guilt and longing that come with these kinds of relationships.
We both know that it's wrong, but it's much too strong to let it go now.
Me and Mrs. Jones reached #1 on the Billboard Hot 100 chart in 1972, making it Billy Paul's signature song and one of the most memorable hits of the Philly soul era. Its success helped solidify the Philadelphia sound as a major force in the world of music.
Me and Mrs. Jones, we got a thing going on. We both know that it's wrong, but it's much too strong to let it go now. We meet every day at the same cafe, 6:30, and no one knows she'll be there. Holding hands, making all kinds of plans, while the jukebox plays our favorite song. Me and Mrs. Jones, Mrs. Jones, Mrs. Jones, Mrs. Jones, we got a thing going on. We both know that it's wrong, but it's much too strong to let it go now. We gotta be extra careful that we don't build our hopes up too high, 'cause she's got her own obligations, and so do I. Me and Mrs. We got a thing going on. We both know that it's wrong, but it's much too strong to let it go now. Well, it's time for us to believe in. It hurts so much, it hurts so much inside. Now she'll go her way and I'll go mine. Tomorrow we'll meet the same place, the same time. And Mrs. Jones, Mrs. Jones, Mrs. Jones, got a thing going on. We gotta be extra careful. We can't afford to build our hopes up too high. I wanna meet and talk with you at the same place, the same cafe, the same time. And we're gonna hold hands like we used to. We're gonna talk it over, talk it over. We know, they know, and you know.